And we're back on the Mountain Morning Show, and I'm really excited about this next interview because it's had me smiling since I read that I was going to be able to do this. And it's called Superheroes. It's at the Slamdance Film Festival. We have the director in studio with me right now. This is Michael Barnett, and he also brought along a superhero with him who's not in costume at the moment, but you'll be able to see him in costume if you go to the film. And this is Zimmern. That's your correct name, right?
Zimmer, yes.
That's his superhero name. And now you guys are real-life superheroes, but people are going to say, what's a real-life superhero? What does that entail?
It means something different to, I think, everyone that does it, but ultimately, to generalize, it means people that don a persona and a costume or uniform and go out and do many different things to help make their communities a better place.
So you're actually doing good things while you're out there. You're really trying to be that superhero. Is that right?
Absolutely. Everyone tries to do their best to lead a heroic lifestyle. And so a heroic lifestyle can mean a different thing in a different part of the country. So some people will focus on homeless outreach, try to give someone a blanket or food to keep them alive for an extra day. For other people like the New York Initiative, we focus on violent crime because we're in New York City.
That's really cool.
Another way to keep someone alive for another day.
That's really, really neat. Let's have you set up the film, what it's about.
The film is about, there are a few characters that we spend a lot of time with. The New York Initiative in New York, Mr. Extreme down in San Diego, and Master Legend in Florida. And each person has a very different approach. Mr. Extreme, he focuses on child abductions and pedophiles, and he brings awareness to any open case. And Master Legend does community outreach. He has a nonprofit organization, and he does children's toy drives and lots of handouts to homeless. And these guys are a little more controversial. They dress one of their members up provocatively. They parade them out into the streets in hopes that they'll get attacked, and they then try to subdue the attacker and go from there.
Really? Have you had any crazy situations?
Yeah, there's two crazy situations in the film. I won't give them away, but they go on two of these bait patrols. Essentially, it's not so much that we're trying to make someone do something that they ordinarily wouldn't do, but if we could have our female member of staff, if she's out there, if someone's looking to attack someone and mug them or steal someone's purse, hopefully they'll steal her purse, which doesn't have anything in it, and we can take him down rather than steal someone's purse who's actually vulnerable.
Now, I think this is one of the biggest points to make about the film is that if you were talking in a generalized situation, you said, oh, we're going to talk about a superhero movie, most people would say, oh, it's people dressed up and they're just out to have fun. But you guys are really actually trying to do something behind the costume.
Absolutely.
Oh, and you went all over the country to film in some of these various locations. How did you went about using social media to actually get in contact with other people, and then you still don't even know some people's first names, or do you even know where they're from? Do you know much about them, or mostly just their superhero persona?
I would say, by and large, we know very few first names, and we shot with most of our main characters for a year. I don't know his team's names at all. And we went to New York a few times over the course of the year to shoot with him. Zimmer, his name is Zimmer, his real name, and his superhero name, so he's one of the few who we know. And some people are very guarded with their pasts. I actually know very little about him, even though I've spent, I don't know, probably a month with him of my life at this point in time.
How was it to try and start this film, though? How did you go about it, even using Facebook, MySpace, whatever you did, to set this up and find these people around the country?
We started, there's just a huge level of mistrust within the community regarding media, because there's been a lot of media coverage of the real-life superhero movement, and a lot of the media kind of marginalizes the community. And we didn't want to do that. We wanted to be honest and take you know, these guys and paint the real picture of them and why they do this. So we started, and it took a few months to get anyone to agree. Mr. Extreme down in San Diego agreed first. We went down and shot him, and we realized we had an extraordinary story on our hands. If we found nobody else, we had an extraordinary story on our hands. Then we reached out to Stan Lee next, you know, the creator of every amazing comic book character ever. And he agreed to be a part of the film, and as soon as we did that, people, I think, knew that we were legitimate, at least. So they slowly started to sign on. When I first met him, We've told the story a couple times this week. It's a great story. When I first met him in a coffee shop in Brooklyn, we sat for about an hour and we had a very in-depth talk about what we were going to do regarding the film. And he said, "All right, I'm going to go get the rest of my team," and he left. And then about an hour passed, and he never returned. And we were like, we think he just doesn't want to be part of the film. And we were terribly sad because we thought we found a great story here. And I think that I said, I really wish he would return because I would love for him to be in the film because we cannot make fun of this guy. And then suddenly the table turned that was next to us and said, "We're the rest of the New York Initiative, and we'll do your film."
So they were watching to see what you said.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was really smart to set it up, though, to see what was...
being very sneaky.
Wow.
We had to know what they were going to be able to say behind my back, and fortunately they were of the purest intentions, and we signed on to do the film.
That's really, really cool, you guys. So this film is going to show the best intentions and the sides of you guys, will also make people laugh and show it very lighthearted as well.
Indeed, yeah. But it's honest. It's very honest. I mean, some of the people in the community are definitely eccentric, and we thank them for that.
It makes for a great film, right?
Yeah, it does.
And it's done so well. You guys screened it last Friday, the 21st.
We screened last Friday.
Third, right?
Yeah. We just Slamdance just added an extra screening because all of our screenings have been sold out.
Congratulations, that's exciting.
Yeah, we're very excited. So
for a first-time director?
First-time director, it's my first film.
That's probably pretty cool for you.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better. The first screening was absolutely amazing. Crowds were really into it. We got lots of applause during the film.
Nice.
And
Good.
we brought a couple superheroes out. We brought Mr. Extreme out and Zimmer. And we screen again tonight at 8:30, and then tomorrow at 2:30, an additional screening at the Treasure Mountain Inn. And we might have a couple surprises there too.
Cool. And Zimmer, have you ever done any sort of acting before this, or was it like, were you just thrown into it and it was exciting and crazy all at the same time?
Well, Mike mentioned people that are eccentric, and I'm certainly one of them. I grew up with magicians. I've been on stage since I was 11.
Wow.
So I guess maybe that helps.
So it was your lifestyle being displayed with cameras in front of you, basically, right?
Not so much with cameras, but being on stage, having to speak publicly regularly. There's just so much. I think everyone has stuff that they care about, but there's a difference between caring about it and actually doing something. And in an age where millions of people won't do anything, even the smallest thing can be heroic.
Hey, well, we need people like you guys to. If it's going to take you guys to get people up and helping, and that's maybe what it takes. But we'll hopefully see you guys out in the open more after this. Hopefully more of them will come out of the woodworks, and we'll see a helping hand from a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure. They're really all over the country. We shot in every major city in America, and we found hundreds.
I bet that was amazing for you, and also for you to meet up with or connect with all these other people and see who else was out there, as opposed to who you knew in Brooklyn, right? Yeah,
I'd known people. There's a huge underground movement. There's plenty of people that would never, ever do an interview or be in a movie. So it's cool to see people that aren't as underground come out and represent those that aren't going to come forward. And I think it's a really good spread of people in the film.
Well, that's exciting. You guys, thanks so much for being here this morning. And good luck with the film. Congratulations on the added screening. Yeah. And we'll hopefully look to seeing you again in another film.
Yeah, indeed. Let's hope.
Second-time director next year, hopefully.
That's right. Give me 2 years.
Okay.
This one was tough.
You take a break for a little bit, right?
Thanks. Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much, you guys.